This is gonna be a video on how to use the key opens. And the key opens that I like to use is the 1800 opening, the midnight open, and the 10 a.m. Hourly candle open. So, first of all, you gotta, everything we use with these levels has to be in context, first of all. So you do your top-down analysis, which I'm gonna also make a video on today, and put that in the top-down analysis channel. But yeah, let's just get into it. So this is like one of the first things that I do when I log onto the chart. I mark these levels, especially the 1800 and the midnight open. Obviously, the 10 a.m. comes later. I log onto the charts like 9 a.m. So I gotta wait for this one, but yeah. Anyways, the the most important thing to, I guess, remember with these levels is, how do I put this? Like from April to maybe like mid July, you could soup these levels without too much context. However, it's kind of stopped working. Like you see, like it gets ran through right here because you don't have the proper context. Like in May, June, July ish, this would probably have given a bigger reaction, like to actually take a proper trade off of. But here you see it gets ran because we have this target down here. So I know some of you guys actually uh, sent this level in the Discord, the 617, which is the new day opening gap as well as the new week opening gap. This small one is the new day opening gap, and you see like the CE, the 50% mark, lines up perfectly, which I agree is a fucking good level. However, it did not get there fully. So when you have two levels on top of each other like this is just bound to happen. Like it tapped into the new day opening gap. I think it tapped the, let's see, I think we probably tapped like the 25% to the tick. Yeah. It taps the 25% mark to the tick. Doesn't even give us the 1800 open, which is like, it's frustrating because you would have caught like in like a huge expansion move, like 200 points. Yeah, like exactly 200 points. Um, which is like, yeah, fuck. That's frustrating as fuck. But this stuff happens all the time. We see it happen all the time. So you just gotta, don't let it frustrate you. Just know that like you called the bottom. You didn't catch the bottom. You called the bottom, which is already absolutely insane. So we gotta just stay level-headed when that happens. Because trust me, it's gonna happen a million more times. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, don't put too much frustration into it. Um, yeah, okay. So for these levels, you want to see, basically what I look for now is like you kind of use it as a, it's not a market structure shift, but like you want to see a strong candle close above that level. So here you can see that we rally above it and then we come down, and we also have this engineered liquidity right here, which is a beautiful low. And then you can look to actually soup the midnight open. Um, the reason this one is good is because we have this 1 minute FEG, the low of it, which you guys know I love. I don't remember if there's anything else there. There probably is. Oh my god, bro. Right, not much else, like this wick. And maybe there's like a wick CE. Yeah, no, the wick CE like kind of lines up with the fair value gap. But anyways, I would look to soup that. Oh wait, I just got a fucking ton of messages. All right, never mind. So I would look to soup that. Oh, bro, where the fuck did it go? Okay, yeah. Soup the midnight open. The reason I okay, I'm gonna go more into detail about this. This is kind of advanced. Um, but let's like look at this for example. This is the 10 a.m. open. They behave like uh similarly to each other. Like these are just the most important opens that you can like basically soup, or just know that like this fair value gap is gonna hold because we have this level right above. Things like that. Um, because you see, like I said in the beginning, you need context with everything. So at open, we have this big Judas up, right? And then we have the distribution to the downside to hit this level. You guys knew this was going to be the draw. And that's why I guess you wouldn't short this. That's why you don't short this when it comes back to it after this strong close. Because we hit the draw, so you're now bullish. Um, we get a nice rally above it again. Comes down, taps into the PD array that's like right below our level. So in this scenario, you wouldn't enter on the line. You would like enter on the closest PD array. And then you see we get a nice rally from this fair value gap from like 750 to, yes, you could have caught like almost 70 points. And like it reverses in this, yeah, exactly. Reverses exactly in this up close candle. And if you guys watch the other videos, you should know that up close candles should support price going lower. So you would have caught this. Your TP would have been here, and let's just say your stop loss was like below the CE of this fair value gap, and your TP was here as a 1 to 4, pretty decent. We want to do this shit consistently, and this lets us do that. So we get another chance to soup this level in this fair value gap. Oh my god, bro. Hold on. Here we see we get another chance to soup this. We get a strong close below it. We inverse a ton of 1 minute FVGs, which is obviously going to be bearish. We have a market structure shift. For those of you that care about that, I personally don't give a flying fuck. But yeah, so like, which makes this a high probability fair value gap. You could have shorted this this one too. I'm not saying that you couldn't, but it would have been a loss. Let's say I usually do like 10-point stops, and then if it gives me a reaction, I would just trail it to 5 and then trail it to break even. This would have been a loss. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's 100% win rate. It's definitely not. But it's gonna give you a very good RR most of the time. If you see here, like if you soup this level, you could have gotten away with like a 5-point stop and just targeted, let's say you target true day open or midnight open. That's 90 points. That's a 1 to 17. Like if you, bro, if you lose 15 of these trades in a row, which you're not going to do, but let's say you do, let's like look at this one as well. This one, you could have gotten away with a 5-point stop as well. And just, let's say you targeted, yeah, like same shit, 1 to 17. Or target this high, or target like whatever the fuck you want to target. Or just do a 1 to 3, you know, that's 15 points. Whatever you want to do. So if you can find like good context with these key opens, you're fucking set, bro. Like the videos that I post in here, like they're a model in and of itself. So if you want to focus on one thing, whether it's WCEs or whether it's key opens, whatever it is, you see these key opens, you can get away with like tiny stops if you use it in the right context. And the CEs as well, you can do the same thing, 5-point stops at the Wix CEs, and you can catch like huge expansions. So this is just like, you gotta, if you stick to it, that's the thing. I'm getting bombarded with messages. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I feel like this is pretty advanced, so I'm gonna make more videos on this. And please just ask me questions about this. But the number one thing here is like context, like with everything else, obviously, and then PD raise. In this case, context would have been this. This is the draw. We're now bullish. Strong close above, comes back down into this 1 minute FEG, sweeps this engineered liquidity. After time, your eyes are gonna like just see like, okay, this is a good setup. I can take this. I can soup this. And this as well. Just strong close, FVG, soup the fuck out of this. Keep your risk tight because we see that it's gonna, oftentimes it does this shit. Like it just ticks and then goes. And here as well, you see where we like reverse. It's in this new week opening gap, new day opening gap area. And you see again, after that's hit, we come up, strong close above, ticks this level. You can do a 5-point stop again, another 17 RR. Why wouldn't you do this? You could do that, it would have been a loss. But yeah, we have this liquidity down here, which is like, we have this fucking rally to the downside, and we have this unfilled area right here, and this engineered liquidity. So when you get like good at this, you're gonna see, okay, this is a good setup, this is a bad setup. It's gonna be very easy to tell them apart. Because yeah, once again, like this context, this got hit, we're not bullish, strong close, boom. Get it? Like I'm gonna do more videos about this, but yeah, that's just, if you do 5-point stops and big TPs, your win rate is gonna take a hit no matter what you do. But this I've found to be like pretty consistent. And this is actually like the concepts and the levels that probably made me the most money. If you guys look at my older TikToks, my yellow lines and my pink lines are always like midnight open. Or the green lines is 1800. I just never kind of write this. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I'm gonna make more videos, and please ask questions about this. It's pretty straightforward if you know what you're doing, but if you're new, it's pretty advanced. So yeah, just, okay, I'm gonna stop yapping. Goodbye.